Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button and turn your notifications so you are notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all shower me here with. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's actually the interview they had with the captain and also one of the ladies that threw the Karen in the back in the river. I mean, it's a whole lot of energy. It's a whole lot of, I mean, I am getting great vibes, great energy from this interview. And also, before we get into this, I'm going to say that, like, you know, the captain actually mentioned that they've been having problems with those people, like, you know, the family, that this is not the first time they've been giving them problems. Like, they come yearly and all of that, right? And they have been giving them problems, but this time around the problem was in another form, in another way. And I think the universe, like, you know, pay them back the coin they have been like, you know, pay them in their own coin. That is exactly what I think, yeah, the right thing to say. And they actually said that they are not going to press charges, like they are going to drop out the charge, like they are not pressing charges and all that. I was like, whoa, you all acting all so nice, but then that is what they want. I can tell them what to do and all that. This is really a very detailed interview, like, you know, they had with the boat. And oh my goodness, before we get into this video, I'm going to tell you that that woman is a whole vibe. I mean, the woman that threw the Karen into the river, it's a whole vibe. She said, man, you did it, you all did that to my ancestors. Like, I am no slave, and we are no slave, and I mean, we cannot take some certain things from you now. And like, you know, it's just a whole, I am just rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comments. So straight up, let's go do it.
Riverfront update. I got the lady who threw a girl in the river interview. She was an employee that was standing up for her employee off the Harriet 2 boat. Y'all gotta listen to this video of her telling the incident. It is classic. It is gold. She said she did it once and she'll do it again. So grab y'all popcorn and enjoy this lady. She just became my favorite lady.
And when I throw her in the river, like every weight came out of me. I ain't finna let nobody I know get hurt. I ain't not in front of me. I don't care who I'm mad with. I don't care I'm mad with you. But if I know you from the coat, you ain't coat. It ain't gonna be nothing like that. You ain't going down like that. We gonna stick together. And you ain't had nothing but putting your hands on damn dang. Y'all come way up from Selma down here. Talk about some Trump. Damn Trump. Trump run that thing up in Washington, D.C. But see, Trump got y'all beat down in Montgomery. You played with the right one from the coat, from the project, with throw hands at y'all. Y'all thought this stuff gonna end. Y'all gonna win, but baby, we gonna win. Y'all play with my ancestors like that. The slave. I ain't no slave. You ain't gonna come toward me to my washing your clothes, washing your children. Baby, I ain't watching nothing. You came for this smoke, and you got this smoke. And you gonna keep getting this smoke. I don't care, Miss Liz, I don't care if she mad or nothing. I don't give a damn. I'll do it again. You put your hand on damn.
She said when she threw her in the river, all the weight came off of her. I think if they would have knew that she was involved before they started this mess, they wouldn't even start it. Because I believe her. Make sure y'all follow me. Tell me what y'all think about it in the comments. Do y'all love her as much as I love her? Make sure you follow me. I'm out. Whoa, the actual captain of the boat speaks, y'all. Yes, the captain of the Harriet and Montgomery detailed everything that happened. And he even went into detail about previous problems he had with that family that got into it with the co-captain. He talked about that they were trying to press charges before about another incident, and the police talked them out of it. Some theft was involved and all type of stuff. Check this interview out. You want to watch the whole thing. This captain broke it down. What the fuck? They should have pressed charges on him the first time. And then on top of that, they ended up moving the boat for them. And they still had a problem? See, that's what I'm saying. That's ridiculous. I hope they throw the book at them. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think it's fair that they only got misdemeanors? What y'all think about it? Let me know in the comments what you think the punishment should be and who all should be punishment. Who all should be punished. Make sure you follow me. I'm out.
On the phone, we have the captain of the Harriet II, Jim Cottrell. Hey, Jim, how are you this afternoon?
I'm fine, good, thank you.
Yeah, good to hear from you. I did not, for folks out there listening, we didn't plan this, so I really appreciate you calling in here. Can you describe from just your perspective what the heck happened this weekend?
Yeah, I can tell you pretty much. We were coming into the dock for our Saturday cruise. It was a 5 to 7 cruise. I had almost 200 people on the boat. And coming into the dock, and I could see that there was a pontoon boat that was too far back to allow me to position the boat to use the disembarkation ramp to get the people off the boat. So I got on the PA. I'm hovering in the water out there right beside the pontoon boat. I got on the PA and said, could y'all please move your boat up a couple feet, 4 feet, so I can get the boat in here to get these folks off the boat. And nothing happened. So I did that about 5 more times, and still they're just looking at me. So finally I said, okay, now I'm going to call the police to get your boat moved. And when they get down here, they're going to see the alcohol that you have on your boat. I said, I don't think you want that, so move your boat before I call the police. And they started shooting birds at us.
Oh, no.
So I called the police. And we waited there for a while. I called them at 6:59. And so we waited for a little bit, waiting for the police. There was a whole line of security guards up there at the park, just right above the dock. So we waited for a little while, and then the guys left that were on that boat. They left the boat and just left the park, or they left the dock. So I assumed they were gone. So Stewart, who captains the pedal boat, was there, and I knew he could get his boat in and out of that area. So I called him on the phone and said, hey, Stewart, man, can you come over here and get a couple of my deckhands, drop them off on the dock, and let them move that boat for me so I can get my boat in? He said, sure. So he did. And then so my 2 deckhands went over there. One of them was my senior deckhand, my first mate. He was the one that was attacked. They went over there. They know how to move a boat. And in the boating world, boaters are generally, very friendly.
Right.
And in the boating world, it's common. If you have to move somebody's boat, it's not like it's nothing to get upset about. You have to move a boat sometimes. Particularly though, we're a passenger vessel. That boat weighs over 500,000 pounds.
Right.
You don't want to be in its way if you can help it. So anyway, they went over there, moved the boat, and after they moved it, those guys came running back. They must have still been in the park or up in the gazebo or something. And the one, at first there, I thought maybe they were going to have a little discussion. It was going to calm down. Now, see, we're 40 yards or 30 yards away from the dock watching all this. There's nothing we can do. And about that time, another guy comes running up, and then within a minute or so, it was all out brawl. And then I saw some more guys coming. I said, oh, thank God, they're going to break it up. But instead of breaking it up, they jumped on him too. So at one time, it was like six, 7 guys on my deckhand who was just trying to move the boat. So this went on for a minute. Some people came from the plaza and helped pull some guys off of him. He got away for a little bit there. Things started to calm down a little bit, and the police showed up. And I said, okay, it's going to be okay. And my deckhand came back over and motioned me to bring the boat into the dock, that everything was calm. And by this time, I said there was already a half dozen police officers on the dock. This is about 15 minutes later. And so we started bringing the boat in. And as soon as the boat hits the dock, some of my crew who saw my first mate, Damien, being attacked, felt they had to retaliate, which was unfortunate. I wish we could have stopped that from happening. But when you see something like that,
Right.
and it was difficult. It was difficult for me to sit there in the wheelhouse watching him being attacked. And the whole time I'm on the PA, stop, you know, the police are here, stop. But they wasn't even stopping them. So once we get to the dock, and then that's when a little bit of the melee started, and finally the police got control of it. I'm just so thankful nobody had a weapon.
Likewise. Well, and I'd imagine, I appreciate you telling us all that. I'd imagine from just seeing what I saw on the tape that the guys that all y'all who work together, y'all seem pretty tight. Like, this isn't just a day job. Like, these are folks that it's a kind of a work family, right?
Well, they're shipmates. Shipmates is,
right.
You know, different than most jobs where people work together and go home. You know, some of these crews, like we just got back from bringing the boat back from Mobile. We were on there for 7 days. All, you know, spend the night watching movies, when we're doing the work, getting the boat up. You know, being a team, and cleaning the boat too, coming up the river.
Well,
so shipmates are like a team, and I want to make one point. I do want to make is
sure.
It wasn't a black and white thing. I had every single white crew member, male, on the boat was on the dock. I mean, it wasn't like this was our crew upset about these idiots,
right.
basically. And this group, this is the same group that comes every year. They're from Selma, and we've had trouble with them in the past, but just like jokey things. Like a couple of years ago, the same group was here. We came back from a cruise, and our golf cart was missing. We use a golf cart to get seniors and handicapped back up to the parking lot. And so when it was missing, we finally found it in the Hampton Inn lobby. And we looked at the Hampton Inn video, found out who did it, and we had them come down, and we were going to press charges in, but the police, you know, talked the side of it, saying this may not be so serious to press charges. So we let it slide. And they've done little prank stuff like that. I didn't think it was a big deal. When I saw that all those boats there, I knew exactly who it was. They come every year about the same time.
Well, unfortunately, they're getting, they probably, from what I saw, the moment where you said it's your like most senior, like first mate, you're saying, who is the gentleman who's attacked initially, and they're ganging up on him. I'm like, okay, y'all just crossed a line there where you kind of got what's coming to you. I hear where you're kind of trying to keep everybody back, like the police are coming. Let's not make this worse than it should be. But I think folks are now doing some internet detective work, and they've already figured out exactly who these people are.
Right. Oh yeah, we know exactly who they are. We're pressing charges. I'm pressing charges, and the white crew member that I had on the dock that was helping. He's just a young guy, you know. He looks big, but he's just a kid still. He's like 16, and their family's pressing charges. So,
well, and
we know exactly who it is, who did it.
And this is after what? There was a huge journey y'all had to do after getting just updates and maintenance done. There was that big 22-day quest back up the river. So, you know, I know, you know, these journeys have been going on now since we've had it back since February. And I don't know. I just don't want this to put a bad taste into anybody's mouth. I've been on the Harriet too several times. It's an incredible thing y'all do. It's a great way to have fun and see that part of our city. And I just encourage folks, take out of this to go buy more tickets to the Harriet too, would be my advice.
Well, that's the thing, man. You know, one of the most amazing, I used to run this boat, the Harriet. I ran it in Savannah, Georgia 5 years as Savannah River Queen. And in Savannah, you know, we carried mostly tourists, like 99% of it was tourists. Here, it's more local people riding. And we get, you'd be amazed, I want to call it the love boat sometimes, because people that come on there, we have different races come on there, and
we're here with the Montgomery Chair. So, What happened?
Well, first I saw the pasty partridge family jump my guy. And I'm white, but I'm anti-racist.
Right.
Like, you remember that Rosa Parks seat?
Yeah.
That was my granddaddy.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm a chair, but I'm a stand up for what's right.
Of course.
So me and the homies started performing a concerto.
Naturally.
Handing out charitable ass whoopings.
Now, what did you think of the man that swam over?
Maybe now they'll believe in a black mermaid.
True.
A great philosopher once said, don't start no won't be no
Will John said that.
Exactly.
Where was your wife this whole time?
Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching them white folks catch that fade.
Beautiful.
Oh, this is really interesting. Now, let me tell us something. Look at like the captain said that the family, they have been problem for many years, right? So they actually came back this year thinking that, sometimes you are gonna keep looking for somebody's trouble, and one day is every day for the thief, one day for the owner of the house. So I think that was what happened. The ancestors dealt with them this time around. They have been giving them problems and all that. And yeah, he said that they don't want to press charges. Are you being real? You are just amazing. Why would you not want to press charges? Anyways, it is what it is. And like I said before, in some of my videos, I am really happy that, Black people are standing up for themselves. For years, it's been the other way around. But I think this is 2023, and it actually happened in dark August. I don't know how the whole thing but then there is reason for everything. And also, I think it was just their cup that was full. Yes. And the universe decided to set them what they have been given, what they have been dishing out. So it's really a very great karma, and a very big shout out to us, I know I was not, but I appreciate you all, everybody that came all out to do what they know how to do best. That spiritual cheer that I had, shout out to that cheer, it's doing amazingly well. Yeah. And I see how happy everybody is. I see how proud everybody, really, I am so proud too. I am also very happy. So I see everybody is happy, everybody's jubilating for the first time, Black people, I'm not trying to say that Black people haven't been standing up for themselves and all that, coming together to do, but this time around, it was just different, because it has always been the other way around. Black people, you can never catch them. It's rare to catch Black people trying to do, trying to bother a white colored person. It's very rare. It doesn't come easily, It has always been them bothering us and the rest of it. But this time around, the bothering was it was the universe that asked them to try the bothering, and it really did happen. And they showed them, they collected, when you collect, your body is going to calm down and your brain is going to reset. So this is a very great, a great teacher. The rest are going to buckle up big time. They are going to buckle up and know that, man, I don't want to mess around with them, because I don't want to end up, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. Shout out to every one of you. Thank you so much for all the support and love. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.